York. Let's see what we're saying. It says Americans, but it's just New York.
Socialized healthcare.
I do not like the idea of that.
I don't want the government picking what I can and cannot do.
Well, my husband's...
See, so that's a misconception. That's a big misconception right there, that the government is going to pick what you can and cannot do. I can go to whatever doctor, whatever hospital, whatever dentist, whatever professional I want to go to. So that's a misconception, that the government's going to pick where you go.
It's from Europe, so I think it's pretty good, actually. I think a lot of people are covered by it. Everybody's covered. They don't have to worry about paying for it.
It's definitely more accessible for everybody. It allows all of us to remain healthy, to live long lives as much as we can.
I think it's kind of a necessity that the government provides healthcare for its citizens.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody has something for free, who's going to pay for it?
Okay, what if people pay for it by taxes? What do you think of that?
Well, that's going to increase. Do you like to pay taxes?
So, and again, we hear that. So, I have specific doctors in the network. I go out my network, I can see. So that's a misconception from what that guy said. Let's have another look at what he said.
Pay taxes?
What if people pay for it by taxes? What do you think of that?
Well, that's going to increase. Do you like to pay taxes?
So and that's, I understand that challenge. You don't want to pay more taxes. I completely appreciate that. But we've already established by people in the chat that if I was to say to you right now, we would increase your tax by 5%, which is less than your healthcare premiums already, for everyone to have free healthcare, you would take that. So let's carry on. And that's it. Yeah. So before you pay taxes, so we have a national minimum wage. Before you pay taxes, you have to earn a certain amount anyway. So I think that I think it is, and for the UK guys in here, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's £16,000 you can earn a year, which don't get it twisted, is not enough to live on. Yeah, there we go. It is not, 16 grand is not enough to live on. But you have that threshold. So everything you earn up to £16,000, you do not pay any taxes. You pay your taxes on everything afterwards. The national average payment is about £250 to £300 a month. So there we go, Minnie. So your copay for your son to go to the hospital to have the stitches removed and be seen and things like that, that's what we're paying anyway.
So first of all, let me ask you, do you know what the NHS is?
No.
They regulate and provide national health services for the UK.
What do you think the average copay is under the NHS?
I can't imagine it goes any lower than 30.
The amount for me is like 120.
Okay, so the copay. What's that? SPA. So the copay, I've now learnt from today from the conversation with Minnie Kyle, is, so for Brandon Carnage, like we've discussed, is your excess. So regardless of what insurance you have to, I think I'm correct in saying that, you have to pay a copay. We'll double check that in a second, Brad. I think it's 16,000. I think it went up. So she's saying it's 120, which is half, as you saw, which is half, her copay is half of what we pay monthly anyway.
$20 to see my family physician.
And so based on that, what would you guess would be the price there?
So she's price of copay in the UK.
Probably, I would say probably higher.
Higher.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, there isn't a copay, so it's $0. Do you know if you get healthcare if you're not a citizen, do you think, under the NHS?
Isn't there certain protections, but not all of them?
You actually do get healthcare if you're not a citizen. What about if you're homeless?
Yes.
Correct. What about specialized costs, or specialized care, like an inhaler or an EpiPen?
In the UK, for inhaler or prescriptions, and I'm just guessing, at the most $20.
I'm guessing UK doesn't pay anything, which really sucks because we pay a lot.
I would say it's probably higher.
So we've already discussed that. Yo, Diffie, bro, welcome, my guy. I hope you're having a great day. Diffie. As you can see by the stream title, my guy, we're discussing UK v USA today. So at the moment, we're just reviewing healthcare costs. We're watching a video. What do Americans think of socialized quote-unquote medicine? You will know a lot about the UK system, just like me, Carnage, Bran, but we do have a few Americans in the chat who are learning a thing or two, and we're learning a thing or two, so we're learning together. It's great to see. So let's see. So yeah, let's see what this. We're still talking about copays. No, we're talking about prescriptions now. So we've established that the copay in the UK is $0. Prescriptions we've already discussed together. So let's see what this guy thinks.
Considering what it costs here, I'm gonna ballpark that at also another 25-ish.
25.
Okay, it's actually £9.
There we go.
Just 9.
For any medication,
Any medication, there we
which
go.
is about $12.
Okay, so they are cheaper.
So they are cheaper. What do you think of that?
I am still for individual in medical care.
And that's the bit that I don't get. Oh, Brandon's right in standard. Okay. So yes, you don't pay any tax up to 12.5. So that's what I don't get. She's been told that it's a lot cheaper in the UK. So she's been told that there's no copay. She's been told that the prescription cost is capped at $12. But she still wants individual healthcare. And that's what I don't get. That bit there. We saw that already.
So have you ever avoided seeking health care or treatment or medication or any sort of health service because of the cost and you're worried about having to pay some sort of fee?
Yes, I have experienced that a lot with patients that come in with pneumonia but have been at home for a matter of 5 days and came in when it got worse and had to be admitted to the hospital. And we're like, why didn't you come in sooner? Well, I couldn't afford this bill, so I was trying to take care of myself at home first.
Even just at school, I know people who, let's say, don't have the student health insurance plan, won't go get, let's say, like contraception or things like that because they don't really want to pay for it out of pocket.
I found out later that I had sprained my ACL. I couldn't move.
That's just mad. $600 for the EpiPen, Diffie, yeah. They are free over. Exactly, that's exactly what I said. But bro, like that. We're gonna go big screen. That's mad. That is mad. That people are not going to see the doctor because the first thing that comes into their mind is how much is that going to cost. That's mad.
Move, but I also didn't want to call an ambulance because I couldn't afford it.
So what'd you do?
I got on my friend's back.
But my sister, she has like a lot of allergies, so like instead of like using the ambulance for her like anaphylactic allergies, we had to drive her, which is very scary because you don't know about like traffic or anything. You don't have the same privileges as an ambulance on the road.
Have you ever not sought treatment because you're afraid of a cost?
No, ma'am.
Do you know anyone who has?
No, ma'am.
What about people who are afraid of the cost of, say, an ambulance?
Okay, that happens all the time because we have so many Americans that don't want to go in debt and they're trying to save money and they think they can go buy a car instead of an ambulance.
So what would you think if that service was free?
If that service was free, anything that's free, sometimes
You gotta love it. You got like. I don't want to insult that lady. I don't want to be mean to her, but fuck it now. That's horrible. People would rather be sick than go. That's it, Divvy, bro. This is what we're here to discuss. In a way, that's good, as we always have the people who use the hospitals for minor things. Yeah, I discussed that, Brad. Now I know sometimes it's hard to say, but I know people call Nana. Yeah. Yeah, Brad. 100%. There's people that abuse the system. There's people that do that. 100% get that. But, and feel free to disagree with me, bro. But I would say 99% of people use it correctly and effectively and in a cost-effective way, which is the main key here. That's the main difference. What is it going to cost? I'm sorry, but she just doesn't want to say anything bad about the American. That's it. I agree. She must work in the US healthcare system, or she didn't work, or she did work there. Agreed. So this stat: 54% of doctors in the US report problems with getting patients meds. Why? Why? This is the USA. Why are they struggling to get medication? This is the biggest nation in the world of coverage restrictions.
%77% of people in Britain support the NHS and are happy with it. Would you?
So that's a big question. Let's look at that. So, what's chat saying? I never go to. So Doofy. So that's a great point, and this goes to what Bram was saying as well. So we have a lot of things we can do before we go to the doctor, before we go to the hospital. This is a lot of things that we could do. So I could get online help. I could get telephone help. I can go to the pharmacist. So if I've got a bit of a cough, I could just go to the pharmacist who delivers who is responsible for delivering the drugs. So I could go there before I even go to my doctor. I could get a telephone appointment with my doctor. You know, so go back to what Brand said about it getting abused. There is a lot of things you can do for free, all of them for free. You know, and you could speak to a professional on the phone. You could speak to someone on the phone, and they would advise you of what is best to do. So they will say, look, I recommend you go to the hospital. I recommend you book an appointment with your GP. I recommend you wait till the morning and get a pharmacy. So Doofy, so going back to your point, you never go to hospital first. There's loads that you could do first. Divvy, greatest country in the world. Oh, Divvy Giffy was one sub. Thank you very much for that gifted sub. Much appreciated, Divvy. Shout out, Divvy. Thank you for that, Mini Kyle. So Divvy said greatest country in the world. Oh, you have a peanut allergy? Yeah, well that's 600. I didn't say greatest, so did I? I said biggest. And this will bring me back to the point I remember when I paused the video. And what hours for pharmacy or doctor's appointments can you make? So generally a pharmacy and a doctor are open Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. Pharmacy will be open Saturday, Sundays. But what they've started to do, which is absolutely amazing, Minnie, is that what is absolutely amazing is that they've started to build big pharmacies. So our big supermarkets, so your comparison of Walmart, so for example, it's Tesco's over here in the UK. They're our biggest supermarket. They now have their own pharmacy, and they are open 24/7, bro. Sometimes we have no option but hospitals because our doctors. Yeah, no, I agree. But this is the thing. So, Minnie, you almost have a 2-tier system there. You have doctors and then hospitals. Whereas, as I said, we could get telephone, like the telephone service is open 24/7. So I could call up now and they say, okay, look, from what you've told me, it sounds like emergency. We're going to send an ambulance. Or from what you've told me, wait till the morning, go see pharmacist. From what you've told me, wait till the morning, call your doctor. So there is that help. But what Bran said initially about people not using it correctly. They're just not using the steps in the right order, bro. Big Goose got it. That's nice. That's it. 111 before 999. Naz, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Naz. How are you today? Thank you very much for first time chatting. It's much appreciated. So where did I? Yeah. So this is what I was saying, guys. So this question, this stat here, 77% of people in Britain support the NHS and are happy with it. So that's a very loaded question that says they support and are happy with it. As I said, our system has issues just like everyone else. We have waiting lists. We have people who abuse it, blah, 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 blah. So it's loaded. I think if that question was 77, if that question was, do you support the NHS? I hazard a guess that will probably be 20% higher. So Naz, let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Kyle P. I am a variety streamer. You have caught us on a Just Chatting day, where today we are comparing US v UK. At the moment, we're comparing healthcare, which you can see. Why did you leave me? Emra, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Emra. I'm not saying you said it. Yeah, okay, no worries. Don't forget 111. That's it. UK for the win. Let's go. Yes, yeah, my first stream. Oh, really?